I think I'm probably not alone in this. I think a lot of people are going to relate to this. Do you ever just look at a still image of Adolf Hitler and kind of start to feel a bit sick, not sort of nauseous, but like you sort of feel like you're hurting yourself, like you're doing something wrong, that you shouldn't be looking at this image. It's not good for you. Like almost just almost like just by looking at a picture of monster, this monster who looks like a human being but is was a monster. He wasn't human. And knowing what he did and the devastation and damage he caused. I mean, there aren't even words. Obviously, the word is the Holocaust, of course, but there aren't really words for the sum total of everything that Hitler did to us as a species, our planet, and our civilizations. And you just feel like I can't even look at this thing. And of course, the effect is amplified when you watch one of his speeches, even if there's no subtitles on the screen and he's just screaming German and you don't speak German, which I don't. And you can see the rage and the unchecked narcissism and evil as he just completely loses his mind in these speeches. Well, I just want to let you know, especially everybody. I'm not going to keep saying it. Everybody who's thought it was a good idea to stay home, vote for a third party, or vote for Trump. In 100 years' time, people are going to look back and they're going to look at still photographs of Donald Trump and they're going to look at videos of Donald Trump spewing his hatred, his hateful, racist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, any fucking phobic you want. Oh, let's not forget Islamophobic and anti-Semitic. He likes to play both sides of any dispute between those two religious groups. Fascistic, of course. That bile. They're going to look at him in the same way. And they're going to feel violated and feel like they're hurting themselves and sickened just looking at a photograph of him. And they're going to be like, I don't know if I can. Like, I know this is history class or whatever, but please, can I be excused? Because this is too much. Listening to this monster is too much. How did the people back then, the children will ask the teacher, how did the people back then, how did they possibly choose him? How did they vote for him? And the teacher won't have a good answer. There is no good answer. So for that reason, I won't be watching videos of Trump anymore. I won't be watching videos of Trump. I won't be watching I won't be listening to recordings of Trump. I may sometimes read transcripts of what he said or quotes if I have to, but I'm going to basically be ignoring from now on what Trump says. We know he says outrageous things every day. We know he's a fascist and all the other stuff I just said. We know that nothing good is going to come out of his mouth ever. And if it does, it's a lie, or it's just in the moment, self-serving, or stroking his ego, whatever it is, because he's transactional, minute to minute, conversation to conversation. He's just looking to satiate his unsatisfiable ego. So I won't be tuning into Trump anymore, with the exception if he has a major breakdown live on camera where he properly look. He can't quite find he does this crazy, it's like he's a robot glitching out. And he's struggled several times on Criminal. He's like, look. And he just can't do it anymore. So if he has like a proper dementia breakdown live on TV where he can't speak for a while, and it's all caught on camera, and maybe they have to escort him away, or maybe he stands there and tries to recover, and then all the reporters pretend that just didn't happen. They don't ask any questions about it because they're so bad. The reporters today are so bad covering Trump. If that happens, I'll watch that. If he's busy giving a speech and the CIA or whoever decide they're going to break the norm, it's not a law, the norm, and they come and arrest him because he's done something even worse than all the other shit he did while he's president, I'll watch that. If he makes a resignation speech because he doesn't want to be 25th amendmented, and that's not a verb, but never mind, I'll watch that. I'll watch any of that. But it's just general day-to-day stuff. I'm not going to watch that anymore. I don't need to watch that. I'm not really going to pay too much attention to what the Republicans are saying and doing. I'm going to focus on mostly on, for America stuff, on all the people who voted for Trump or stayed home, voted third party, who are being hurt by what Trump does and their dismay at discovering that, yes, Trump's going to fuck you over too, while he fucks over the brown people or the black people or the gays, the trans, whoever it is you hate, and you voted for him, or you were hoping, maybe it wasn't even your main issue, but you were kind of hoping in the back of your mind, yeah, he's going to stick it to black people too. He's going to put those fucking black people back in their place. Let's cancel affirmative action. Let's just get rid of it. I'm going to be watching those people have a serious case of buyer's remorse, and I'm going to be enjoying that. And I'm going to be watching and cheering on the blue wall and cheering on the people, the freedom-loving people of America, the good people in America, fighting against this evil. I am hoping, just to be clear, that the fascists win and America gets destroyed. But I'm only hoping for that because I think that's the only way that good can truly triumph in America in the end. So I am rooting for you guys, the people fighting against Trump. I just feel like you should go down fighting, but I think it's best if you go down and they get what they want and the whole thing is destroyed. And then there's a chance these people will learn and understand what they did. Now they've lost their democracy and their freedom, and that that's what their hatred got them. Then maybe you can all move forward together, or mostly together. So I am rooting in the end for good to triumph over evil. I just don't believe good can triumph over evil in America until the evil people in America, of which there's a massive percentage, and the people who aren't paying attention, which makes up more than the majority between them, until they've learned the hard way, I don't think that good can triumph over evil in America. And I think it's time. It's time for this to happen. And Donald Trump is the perfect person to bring in this American apocalypse and create a real hellscape in America. And people will wish they were back under Biden, paying higher gas prices and buying expensive eggs, even though the gas prices aren't that high and the eggs aren't that expensive when you look at around the rest of the world. Biden's economic recovery in America was astonishing and beat everybody else by a lot. The way he got the economy out of trouble and reversed things so quickly in the space of just 4 years, which is not a long time to turn an economy around after a global pandemic. What he did was amazing, an incredible accomplishment. I have great respect for his accomplishment there. So, yeah, so like I was saying, the main point of this video, I won't be looking at Trump or listening to him anymore. I can't do that to myself. It just hurts me. It hurts me. And I don't want to hurt myself like that anymore. So I'll quote him if I have to, but I'm going to focus on, for the American side of this, watching the people who asked for it get what they asked for. I'm going to be here for it and I'm going to be enjoying it. If you want to come and enjoy it with me, then you are welcome. If you don't like this, if you don't like me enjoying the suffering of people who brought it on themselves, then okay, tune in somewhere else. I don't care. I'm not looking to get a lot of subscribers. I don't mind if anyone watches this or not. I'm just I'm just going to be venting. I also plan to do some coverage on the politics in my country, which I will try to have I'll call out stuff that's going wrong, but I'm going to try to have a positive focus because I think we've actually got a decent government in position for once. And I want to support and encourage them, at least give them a couple of years before I really start to make judgments about if they're getting it right or wrong overall. I certainly believe they want to govern well. They want to move my country forward. And I'm going to be doing some stuff on religion as well, focused primarily on Christianity, which is the only religion with which I'm really familiar in any way. I'm not massively familiar with it. I'm familiar enough. I could probably quote more Bible verses than the average Christian or person who says they're a Christian. So I'm armed with enough knowledge to take down fake Christians and real Christians for that matter. So we'll be doing some of that good fun stuff too. So if you like what you're seeing, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. If not, then that's okay too. Thank you for watching.